You're listening to the Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast with your hosts, Prodigy.
I got another fucking 3 weeks to start carving my bushes into elephants and shit, make it look like Disneyland.
Wow, that just got really weird.
Deuce.
Running around with a pink fucking 725. I don't care if you're a girl gamer or what. Stop it! It's fucking annoying. Son of a bitch.
Demonic.
Tune in next week and John will be going over his bracket with us. Fuck yeah, fuck you, Chris.
The Joker.
You guys donated all the wood. And I'd like to see you lick it. Hey, somebody's like, who was making that rubbing noise all night? I was like, oh, it was me.
Sarah, you're right, Miguel. It looks just like the Black Ranger.
Right, it does.
Hello, listeners, gamers, button mashers, teabaggers, noobs, griefers, geeks, grown-ups, conspiracy theorists, and internet. Welcome back to Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast. Talking video games right out of northern Arizona, somewhere in Washington. Once again, it's time for another show. This is season number 3, number 222. And you're listening to a weekly podcast where we talk about everything and anything, but mainly video games. I'm your host, Chris, and today, the full crew is here. Now enjoy the show.
It's time for What You Drinking and What Have You Been Playing.
Let's start off this week with Joe. What are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I got the Rona. As far as what I've been playing, let's see. Fallout 76, The Elder Scrolls, Grounded, Rocket League, Dark Alliance, and Warzone.
Nice. Sweet. All right, we're going to move on down to Miguel. Miguel, what are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking an Ultraviolet Monster. I played Warzone, The Last of Us, Part 2. I think that's really all I played. Ugh. I think that's it.
Okay. Sweet. All right, let's move on down to John. John, what are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking hot water with rum, lemon, and honey in it because I'm a little congested. So, spicing up my hot water with some rum. And I don't remember what I've played. We played Warzone. All four of us played Warzone and got a W, so that was nice job, boys.
Yep, good job.
Other than that, I don't remember if I played anything else. What about you, Chris? What are you drinking and what have you been playing?
Let's see. Speaking of Ronas, I'm drinking the seltzer form of the Rona. So, it's pretty good. Let's see. I played Warzone, like we said. And then also Dark Alliance and Chivalry 2 on the Series X. And then over on my Quest 2, Joe?
Sorry, I messed up. I missed Nintendo. I did play the new Mario Golf game. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you, Joe.
Keep going, Chris.
All right, and then let's see. On my Quest, I've been doing a lot of wireless PC linking. I got a virtual desktop, and it works really well with the shitty connection that I have, actually, which is pretty interesting. But I'm able to play some of my desktop VR games on there, like Asgard's Wrath, which is pretty cool. I really am enjoying that game a lot. And then also, I'm playing a battle royale game called Standout. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like PUBG in VR in a way, without the frying pans, though. Let's see. Also, I've been playing a lot of Larcenauts, and that's just on the Quest 2 itself, not on the PC version of it. And then over on my Switch, Mario Golf, of course, and that's pretty fucking badass. That is pretty much me this week. It's time for the news. Joe, are you ready?
Yep.
Deuce's Weekly News, keeping us informed and up to date in the gaming industry.
All right. let's get into it. Source this week, GameSpot, BG 24/7. So, Diablo 4, those of you that aren't aware, will let you customize your character and their armor. So there will be some player customization coming to Diablo 4 if and when it comes out. No, I'm joking. It's coming out, but I don't think it's a big deal. You're going to be customizing your character full screen, and then when you go to play the game, they're going to be this big. Doesn't matter. Anyway,
I mean, you customize your character in first-person games, Joe. So it's better than that.
True, but it always looks good when you do an assassination. Let's see. Games with Gold for July. We're going to get Planet Alpha, Rock of Ages 3, Conquer, Live and Reloaded, and the Midway Arcade Origins. So, yay. That'll be playable through July 16th through the 31st, the Origins. So it'll be like Defender, Gauntlet, Rampart, and plenty more. And you have until the 15th to play Shadows Awakening if you haven't played it yet. PlayStation Plus games for July include A Plague Tale: Innocence, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and WWE 2K Battlegrounds. This it. Halo Infinite's first season will be called Heroes of Reach. So I'm excited about that. So, the battle pass or the seasons that are going to happen, the first one will be, about Halo Reach Spartans. So you'll be able to unlock Noble 1, Emil 239, George 052, Cat 320, and June 266. So a lot of customizations there. So you get your robot arm if you have Cat, because she had the robot arm. Anyway, sniper. Xbox Cloud Gaming upgraded to Series X hardware is fully supported on the iPhone and iPad now. So, yay, there was a big fight with Apple and Microsoft, and they didn't want the cloud to be on iOS stuff. And yeah, so starting July 28th, cloud gaming will be available to all Game Pass Ultimate members with Windows 10 PCs, iOS phones, and tablets via the browser, and it's across 22 countries.
Browser, so there's not going to be an app for it.
No, probably not on the iOS phones and tablets. So
okay.
Yeah. Last but not least, this week on Suck It Sony, Xbox is the official console of Battlefield 2042.
Nice.
So DICE and EA have announced a slew of new partnerships in preparation for Battlefield 2042's October 22nd release, and Microsoft's Xbox Series XS is one of them. So congratulations to Microsoft or Xbox, whichever.
Yay!
Battle Pass.
Should Joe get a secondary segment called Suck It Sony?
Ooh.
Suck it, Sony. I can put a whole little skit for you too in the beginning intro.
I want corny
you guys
70s
have,
music.
yeah.
Suck it, Sony. Sony, suck it, Sony.
Yeah.
Before
You can have an
joined,
alternate.
There was, fuck microtransactions, but that one's gone away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do
'Cause
Suck it, Sony.
We all just gave into microtransactions. So
Yeah.
It took over.
yeah.
Yeah, we could do Suck It Sony.
And then there could be an alternate version where he's got his flip-flops for Sony.
I love Sony.
No, it should be like the original PlayStation opening. That song that we have, and then it's all suck it. Anyway.
The good version could be a Sega spoof or a Sony spoof of Sega, where it's Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll get on it.
So-
Yeah, I'll work on that.
But
That's all I
but
have for the news. But
you would have to preempt the podcast ahead of time. Be like, hey, Chris, we're going to have a Suck at Sony segment. So you'd have to let them know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like if we have main topics. Like, do we have Suck at Sony this week? Yeah, we do.
Okay.
I mean, it's an every week given. I mean,
Yeah.
That's
if he
far.
doesn't have an article about it, he's just gonna say "suck at Sony" anyway.
He's gonna make his own.
This week on Suck at Sony, brought to you by Deustrone.
Suck at
Suck
Sony. That's it.
That's it. Not next week. All right, that's it for the news. I was trying to find another article about the guy that stole $10 million worth of game codes and sold them off as a third party. So I couldn't find the article. I saw it on Facebook once and then it refreshed and I lost it. But there was an employee at Microsoft or at Xbox that found a way or found out how they generate the codes. And he stole a bunch of codes and sold them on a third-party site. And it was like $10 million worth. So I was trying to find out what's going to happen to this guy, but hopefully they take the Duke controller and like have him bend over and like shove it up his ass. But anyway, to each his own.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to move on down to the dates. Demonic, are you ready?
This week on Fuck You, Chris.
Demonic States, keeping us on track with what video games are coming out soon.
I'm back.
He's back.
Fuck you, Chris. We have a Plague Tale Innocence on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, X, and the Switch, July 6th, which I'm looking forward to playing, actually, because I haven't played it, and apparently everyone's like, oh, this is a great game. I slept on it, and now I'm playing it, and it's great. And there's a sequel coming. Don't give me that look, Joe. Slept on
What
it.
was the game again?
What was the game?
Like a Plague Tale Innocence.
Oh, yeah.
Plague Tale. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one at E3 that showed all the rats. Like,
All the rats.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a sequel coming out.
I don't know. It reminded me of like, what is it? Eco, where you're like babysitting the whole fucking game.
It's a rat
Like
simulator.
you have to protect the kid from the rats, and you have a torch and shit. I'm like, nah, not for me.
But it's getting an enhanced version this week, so
Hmm.
I think I'll play it because everyone's saying it's a really good game, and there's a sequel coming out. So that's July 6th. Fuck you, Chris.
The rat simulator.
Wise IX, Wise 9, Monstrum Nox on the Switch, July 6th. That is
Chris.
it. Fuck you, Chris.
Isn't it ease? Isn't it? You remember you and I got in an argument about that one time?
It could
Because I was like, it's wise.
It's
and,
ease.
and then you were like, no, it's ease.
Yeez.
It's like, yeah,
Yeez.
yeeze.
Yeez. YS.
YX,
Yeez.
IX.
Yeeze.
Yeez. I don't fucking really know.
Yeezix.
I've heard
Yeezix. It's 9 Roman
Yeezy.
numerals. Yeezix. We're gonna call it Yeezix. Yeezix.
I'm gonna
Bless
Google
you.
that.
Monstrum Nox.
Bless you.
Yeezix.
All right.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Those are the only two that are coming out this week. I didn't include July 8th because that's Thursday and we normally do this Wednesday and I don't want to do it twice.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Chris.
Thank you, buddy. All right. Well, it's time for the greatest segment in the world. John, are you ready?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, step right up. Come on down. It's time for the more you know with the Joker Drone.
Fuck's sake. All right. This week on The More You Know, we're going to talk about the Mandela Effect. We mentioned it last week and didn't get super into it. Basically, the Mandela Effect is where a bunch of people remember something happening one way, and that's not how it happened at all. For example, Darth Vader doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father. It's called the Mandela Effect because a lot of people seem to remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in 1980, or in the 1980s. However, he was actually released from prison and became the president of South Africa. And he didn't die until 2013 as a free man. So it's called the Mandela Effect because a lot of people remember things, but they didn't actually happen that way. So I want to ask you guys. I have a list of 10 examples. I also have a list of 50 examples. Should I go into detail on 10 or just skim over the top on the 50?
Are these like the top 10? These are like the most remembered, or
Probably. These are
the most popular.
prevalent examples.
Yeah.
So you just want me to do the most prevalent, the 10?
Do the 10, and then maybe we can dig into a little bit more of the 50 if we want. I guess we can do that.
All right. So the Monopoly Man doesn't have a monocle. Y'all remember him having a monocle?
I kind of do.
I want to say he has a monocle, but I feel like that may just be me remembering Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Either that, or I was playing like a Chinese version of Monopoly.
Yeah, I don't
like a
remember.
knockoff version. I don't know.
When the hell were you playing that?
So apparently he never had a monocle. A lot of people, the theory is that he's confused with the Peanut Man, Mr. Peanut.
Yeah.
The Planters Peanuts mascot, Mr. Peanut, who has a monocle and has a top hat. So there could be that confusion there. Jiffy Peanut Butter. It's not Jiffy, it's Jif. And the theory behind that is Skippy is the competing brand of peanut butter. So people think Jiffy or Skippy Jiffy, but it's actually just Jif, J-I-F, peanut butter.
You sure it's not GIF? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Different letter.
Calm down.
Anyway.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Well, I always remembered it by Choosy Moms Choose Jif. Because that was the commercial.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So I never called it Jiffy. So that I don't. Yeah, I always remember it by the commercial because I watched a lot of TV. Anyway.
Hello, Clarice. So I'm gonna actually read this whole sentence description. The tense meetings between imprisoned cannibal Hannibal Lecter and FBI agent Clarice Starling fueled 1991's The Silence of the Lambs, based on the Thomas Harris novel. Hello, Clarice has become a default line reading for people looking to emulate Anthony Hopkins' creepy Lecter. But the killer never says the line in the movie. Instead, he says, "Good morning," when meeting Starling for the first time. People remember Lecter greeting Starling and remember him saying Clarice in a melodic tone, creating a false memory of a classic non-quote. Your memory can try to recreate things based on available evidence using context cues. Somebody named Brewer. I think that's who wrote this article. Now, I think, and I don't know if it's in this movie, Silence of the Lambs. I think that he actually calls her on the phone, or there's a phone call and he says, "Hello, Clarice."
Yeah, in one of the sequels he says it, but not in the original.
Yeah, so people are
quote comes from.
It's not from the Silence of the Lambs. It's from the sequel, which is Hannibal.
Or Hannibal.
Hannibal or Red Dragon.
Yeah,
she wasn't in Red Dragon though.
Yeah, no, she's not in. You're right. So it would be Hannibal.
Yeah,
and I don't think she was in Hannibal either.
Well, it wasn't Jodie Foster in Hannibal. I think so.
Because I know
Monkey.
Where's he? Oh, anyway. No, because who was it? Ed Norton was in Red Dragon. Was it Ed Norton? Fucking IMDb.
I don't know.
Anyway, I know the second one, Hannibal. That's where he kills the French cop, right?
The brain?
I don't remember. All right, moving on. We'll come back to that one. The Fruit of the Loom label. A lot of people seem to remember a
yes,
cornucopia. It was a cornucopia.
Yeah, with it was like a cornucopia of fruit in it.
Yeah. So some people have a fond recollection of a cornucopia of fruit on the label inside this popular brand of underwear. But the fruit was never spilling out of a basket. It was always illustrated as a pile of food.
Fake news. There was a cornucopia. I remember a cornucopia.
Well, I do too, but according to this, it was never there.
To
Joe.
go back to Hannibal, it was Julianne Moore, and she was Clarice in Hannibal. So it was Julianne Moore. It wasn't Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Right. But Ed Norton was the original detective in Red Dragon, which was, I believe, a prequel to Silence of the Lambs.
Correct.
Anyway, okay, moving on.
Oh, but yeah, in the sequel, Hannibal is when, and I believe it happened like, I remember they showed it in the trailer when he calls her, or she calls somebody, there's a phone call and he says, "Hello, Clarice." I believe it was in the trailer to that movie. I
think it was one of the teasers.
Yeah. So I think that's where people remember it from, but it wasn't actually in Silence of the Lambs. So it did happen, just not in Silence of the Lambs. All right, so Fruit of the Loom, there is no basket, even though everybody remembers a basket. There's no basket. There's no basket.
There's a goddamn
there should be a basket.
cornucopia.
In my head, there's a basket.
You're right. In
my head, there's a basket.
But according to the Mandela Effect, there's no basket. Time travel, right? All right. A frowning Mona Lisa. Apparently, a lot of people remember seeing pictures of Mona Lisa where she was frowning. Leonardo da Vinci's painting is among the most famous works of art in recorded history. So why do many admirers insist the demeanor subject of the portrait is frowning instead of correctly describing her with a smirk? The answer to that is because it's a very subtle smirk. It looks like she has a resting bitch face. And then right over here on the side of her mouth, there's a slight uptick. So if you're not looking for it, it looks like a resting bitch face.
Yeah, I was going to say, I recall a neutral face, basically.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like if you're just like, all right, there it is over there. But if you look very closely and pay attention to it, it's got a little uptick on one side. For those not watching the online and audio listeners only, Joe just put on his tinfoil hat, and it is shaped like Loki's crown.
That's solid.
Can I call you Sylvie?
I have not watched the episode that aired yesterday because I was camping, so don't.
No, that's fine. I won't spoil it.
Okay. So anyway,
Sony Sylvie.
Sony Sylvie.
So anyway, that's Mona Lisa. Number 6. Some people recall Ed McMahon handing out money for Publishing Clearinghouse, going to people's houses with big checks. I don't know who Ed McMahon is.
Star Search?
Nah, no.
We're old, Joe.
So, apparently that never happened.
All
right. The Berenstein Bears are not the Berenstein Bears or Berenstein Bears. They're the Berenstain Bears, written by Stan and Jan Berenstain.
It's the Bernstein Bears.
So, everybody remembers them as Berenstein, Stein, but it's actually Stain, Berenstain.
There's a glitch.
I remember the little fucking fuzzy, what do you call it? Flocked figures that they were giving away in the McDonald's Happy Meals.
I think I remember that shit too, dude.
It was flocked, so it was like the head was fuzzy and the feet and the arms were fuzzy and everything. Yeah, I remember that shit. It was the Bernstein Bears. Berenstein.
Yeah,
Berenstein.
I remember it. I remember it being emphasized to me. I don't remember by who that it was. Ein, not Ain. Bernstein.
Stein, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
All right. Number 8.
Oh, nice shades.
C-3PO. What's up, Macho Man?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
C-3PO's golden, not golden leg. Star Wars people don't remember C-3PO as having a silver leg, but apparently he has a silver leg. But if you look at it, it's not like true silver. It's still a gold tint.
It's tarnished.
Just a lighter gold tint. It's not like, it's not fucking
It's not
silver.
It's not visible.
It's faded gold, I would say, at the best.
Battle
at best.
worn, maybe.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it is noticeable, and I'll be honest. I never noticed it in any of the movies.
Nope.
I never noticed that his leg was a different color.
Because it didn't exist until recently.
C-3PO is an annoying little shithead. I don't pay attention to him. He opens his mouth, and I wait for it to figure out what R2-D2 said to make him look stupid. Like, I don't know what you said, R2, but it was good. Because fuck you, C-3PO. You're an idiot. So, yeah. I never noticed it, but apparently it's silver.
Yeah.
But it's silver.
I just YouTubed the New Hope, A New Hope ending, and it's tarnished. I wouldn't call it
silver.
Silver. It's not fucking silver. It's tarnished.
All right, number 9, Risky Business. Remember Tom Cruise dancing in his underwear, a dress shirt, and Ray-Bans while Home Alone in 1983's Risky Business?
Don't tell me
Your brain got most of it right. If you watch that now iconic scene again, you may be surprised to see Cruise isn't wearing sunglasses. The mistake likely comes from seeing Cruise in the shades in other scenes or in the film's advertising material. When you watch a movie, well, fuck you, Brewer. I don't care what you have to say.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Moving on.
All right. Number 10, it's Kazam, not Shazam. The most startling example of the Mandela Effect, the widespread belief that an entire feature film exists titled Shazam, starring actor and comedian Sinbad as a genie. What people are recollecting is probably Kazam, a 1996 comedy starring NBA great Shaquille O'Neal, as a wish-granting mystical figure. Part of the confusion stems from the fact that Sinbad appeared in several children's films in the 1990s. One of them, First Kid, reportedly had a preview for Kazam on a VHS release, which could have strengthened the tendency to reconstruct the actors starring in it rather than O'Neal. This one is so convincing, even Brewer himself says he's caught himself remembering it. I think Brewer is some psychologist or some shit. It's like that they got as part of this article. Gene Brewer, PhD, associate professor in cognitive psychology at Arizona State. So that's who they're. He's a professor. He's a doctor. All right. Yeah. So Sinbad did not star in a genie movie that I clearly remember. Yeah,
okay.
So yeah, so that's number 10.
Okay.
I think we should Cliff Notes the 50 and we'll stop on anything of interest.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we should do that.
Cliff Notes the 50. Oh, fuck. That's too big. Stop that.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
I'm just going to put on my shades every time I believe in something.
Okay.
Well, it's like the cap or fact.
Yeah.
Miguel knows what I'm talking about.
The way Oscar Mayer is spelt, apparently people believe it's Oscar Mayer, but it's actually Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R.
M-A-Y-E-R.
Nope, the correct spelling is E-Y-E-R, Joe.
Yeah, it's E-Y-E-R.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention. I just fucking eat the food.
Sex in the City is actually Sex and the City, not Sex in the City.
It sounds better to say Sex in the City.
Yeah, whatever. Queen's song "We Are the Champions." Everybody thinks it ends with the line "of the world." It does not end with "of the world."
What does it end with?
I swear I hear it. I just
It ends
listened
with
to it.
"No time for losers" because we are the champions.
Oh, okay. The overall song, not that phrase. Okay.
Okay. No argument there.
Now, Pikachu's tail. Some 90 kids clearly remember black detailing on the Pokemon character's tail. However, it is just yellow.
I didn't really pay
Anybody?
attention, so
Yeah,
It could have been one of those knockoff Pikachus that was advertised, where they changed one thing on it to make it look like Pikachu, even though it wasn't.
it's like a
So that's
knockoff
what I
Pikachu shirt from China or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because or from
Also-
Mexico or somewhere. Yeah.
Also, the black on his ears and on his back is probably contributing to that too. Like, oh, it makes sense that it'd be on his tail too.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar wins. Some people believe that he won one prior to The Revenant, but he didn't.
Nope.
He
should have.
The Ford logo. Apparently, the line going through the F has a little swirly on the end of it. I've never noticed it. Don't really care.
Yeah, me either.
Found on roadside kid. I don't care.
Forrest Gump. It doesn't say life is like a box of chocolates. He says life was like a box of chocolates.
And
Because he's quoting his mom.
yeah.
Life was like, well, with the southern draw and everything,
Here-
it sounded differently.
Well, actually, here's what people get confused with that. It's when Forrest's mom is dying in bed and she tells him that again. She's saying it in her tone to him, so in her first person. So she's saying, life is like a box of chocolates, Forrest. You never know what you're going to get. She says that when she's dying in bed. And then when he's sitting on the bench with that guy, then he says life was like a box because he's telling that guy.
A lady, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
he
the
wasn't
lady.
sitting on the bench with the guy.
Or the lady,
Sitting on the
whatever.
bench with a lady.
There's another effect.
There is a guy there. He leaves after that because he doesn't believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's the guy. I just got it all mixed up. My
Oh
bad.
yeah,
I'm drinking.
You're from Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Sitting
Yeah,
next
the
to
guy
a
that didn't
millionaire.
believe him.
Yeah, that
All
guy.
right. MASH. Radar. Apparently, people think Radar died, but he didn't.
Before my time.
I didn't pay attention.
JFK's assassination. People think there were only 4 passengers in the car, but there were actually 6. Even though this article says there were 7, it lists off 7, even though it says there were 6. So I'm confusing. I'm confused, not confused.
Yeah,
I'm probably confusing too.
I always remember seeing 4, or when there's discussion or videos of it, which the videos and the reenactments also always show 4, so that's probably what's causing that. But yeah, I saw this one the other day, and the design of that car has 3 rows.
Oh, okay. So the truth is, the total number of passengers in the car were 6. So I'm guessing they're not counting the driver as a passenger, because 2 Secret Service agents, the governor and his wife, the president and first lady. That's 6. And then they also list the driver. So that's 7. So I'm confused because it says these included. So the passengers in the car and these included. And then they list 7 people. So their math is wrong. But whatever. All right. Lucy, you've got some splaining to do.
I Love Lucy.
But apparently he never said that. He was filmed saying, "Splain that if you can," and Lucy splain.
That's right.
Never said, "Lucy, you have some splaining to do."
That's right.
I could see. Is it okay? I was gonna say I could see it without Lucy in it. Maybe it's just because it's referenced so much that it's engraved in my head. But
yeah, I mean, I don't remember seeing that in the movie, but I know my older brother Chris quoted that shit all the time.
Movie.
TV show, sorry.
Yeah. I know it's right just for the fact that Jackie's a I Love Lucy fan and she's watched that shit like every fucking morning. So, yeah, that's right.
well, you're watching the altered version, Chris. That's why.
It could be. It really could be. I mean, I believe that too. I believe a lot of this shit's been altered, but that's just me.
All right. Cruella DeVille. People think her last name is spelled Deville when it is actually spelled Devil. So it's Cruella Devil. But it has a capital V, so people think DeVille.
Well, yeah, but they automatically associate it with like Cadillac.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or like Nigel's last name is Seville.
Right.
So it's, anyway. Double stuff Oreo versus double stuff Oreo. Only one F in the original Oreo packaging. Flintstones is actually Flintstones.
I knew that.
Yeah, I knew the Flintstones was like that too.
Flintstone.
Smokey the Bear is just Smokey Bear, not the bear, just Smokey Bear.
And I always remember it Smokey the Bear, but that's because I think that's what my dad called it, and that was just ingrained in my head. So, just
I think everybody called it Smokey the Bear.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's just what it is.
Most of us can recall learning about 50 states in the Union, but most people swear about learning about 51 or 52, but there's still only 50.
There's districts, but there's no.
They've added territories like the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Kit Kat without a hyphen versus Kit Kat with a hyphen.
No hyphen.
No hyphen. Chartreuse. Some people swear that they learned the color chartreuse is a pink magenta color, when in reality it is a green yellow hue.
I've never heard of that color.
It's really good power bait for trout. That's the color I use.
Gotcha.
Chartreuse.
I've seen that.
Mr. Rogers. You've probably sang along with Mr. Rogers as he opened his show with the lovable theme song. Most former kids remember him singing "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood," but the lyric actually goes like "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood."
I could see how that could get switched around easily. The young mind, dude.
Never watched it.
Then the next on the list are "Hello Clarice," "Risky Business," "The Golden Droid," and then we have "Cheese It" or "Cheese Its."
It's even though that's wrong.
There's no S or Z after Cheez It. It is a singular Cheez It.
Well, I think that's because everyone calls them. I'm gonna have some Cheez-Its.
Because there's
multiples.
more than one. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Run, you fools. A lot of people remember the Lord of the Rings, Gandalf telling Frodo and the other little people, "Run, you fools." But he actually says, "Fly, you fools," before he falls down with the Balrog or whatever it's called.
Bullshit.
Fly, you fools.
You remember Run?
What? Yeah. Like he's hanging on and he's like, "Run, you fools." And then he falls.
Yes.
Altered.
Yes.
Altered.
You know, the "you shall not pass," and the Balrog thing, and "Run, you fools," and then he falls.
No, it says "Fly, you fools."
Why the fuck would he say fly? They have nothing to fly with, and they're inside the fucking cave.
Well, I think it's meant to be like a move quickly.
Like fly. Like speed. I don't know.
Like the wind.
That sounds like
Yeet!
Anyway.
It sounds
All right,
very altered.
where is Cinderella's castle, boys?
Disneyland? No, Disney World.
Disneyland.
Is it?
I don't know.
Disneyland.
What? Sleeping Beauty's castle's in Disneyland. No.
In Orlando.
Oh, okay. So, a lot of people think that that Cinderella's castle is right at the entrance of Disney World. It is not.
Oh, okay. I remember this one. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go through. You have to go into Disney World and then go through like Main Street, and then there's the big hub in the middle.
Right, and then the
different lands, and that's where Cinderella's castle.
People believe the castle is the front entrance, is what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no,
castle,
I knew that. No, I thought you meant like which location.
Yeah.
No, it's not at the front entrance. That's where the
actually, but that's a good question though. Which one's in Disney World? And one of them Cinderella's castle, and the other one is somebody else's castle.
Sleeping Beauty's castle. So Cinderella's castle's in Disneyland. Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disney World.
Other way around.
Yeah, isn't it flipped?
Yeah, Cinderella's is Disney World.
Okay.
Because I remember Sleeping Beauty in Disneyland when you go up in that castle. I remember that shit.
All right, so
you worked there for like 2 minutes and then you never showed up for it.
You sure? Because I'm reading an article right here that says Cinderella's castle in Disneyland. I don't know. Maybe this article's written wrong.
Somebody's wrong. Either way, it doesn't matter. The point of that one was people think it's at the front. It's not. It's in the middle of the park, kind of.
Yeah.
All right, Fruit Loops. How's it spelled? Is it spelled fruit or
O-O-T?
Yeah, it's spelled O-O-T. But a lot of people think it's F-R-U-I-T. Like fruit. But it's actually
okay, I'm wrong. Cinderella's castle, Disney World. Sleeping Beauty's is at Disneyland.
Okay.
So this article's fucked. Anyway.
Abe Vigoda?
Yeah, everybody says he died a long time ago, but he didn't.
He died in 2016.
I don't know who that is.
Sally Field's Oscar acceptance speech. You like me. You really like me. But that's not what she said.
That was The Mask.
Yeah.
Or you love me. You really
Yeah, what she
love
actually
me.
said was, I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me. Apparently, some historians swear up and down that there's a portrait of King Henry VIII holding a turkey leg,
Not a turkey leg.
but they can't find it.
I
Patrick
thought there was a
Swayze,
portrait, but he was holding something else.
I thought
A wand or something.
like a goblet or something.
I thought he was holding the turkey leg. I thought I seen that too, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care.
Whatever.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze. People think he recovered, but he actually died in 2009. People seem to think he beat the cancer and recovered, but did not.
No, that was Val Kilmer.
I got that mixed up.
Curious George's tail. George had a fucking tail. I don't care what anybody says.
I
No
remember
tail.
him.
He's an ape.
I remember him having a tail too.
I mean, I want to say he had a tail, but I don't know.
That's really this whole thing. I just want to know what the fuck happened to his tail. That's this whole discussion was about. I'm just kidding.
He got erased.
It got altered.
The Challenger space shuttle explosion. Many people who are alive in the early 80s remember the horrific explosion that took place 73 seconds after the Challenger lifted off. The official date of the tragedy is January 28th, 1986, but some people swear the accident happened in 85 or 84. Joe, you were a teenager then. What was it like?
Fuck you, I was born in 83.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. All right.
I can't.
Boom.
The Lindbergh baby case. Famous aviator Charles Lindbergh's 20-month-old child was abducted in 1932, became a widespread media sensation, even though a child's remains were found more than a mere 2 months later, and the killer was later convicted and put on death row. Many people still speculate that the case is not yet solved.
I never knew it was solved. I always thought that it was unsolved.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah. It's where the baby was stolen in the middle of the night, and I always remember it never being found. But
Well,
I
you weren't
guess
alive in 1932, so
all the documentaries that I've seen on it, that's what I'm saying.
okay. All right, the canonization of
I've
Mother
seen-
Teresa.
I'm
was
getting
never-
ripped tonight. R.I.P. Joe's internet.
Oh shit!
You're back. Okay.
That tinfoil hat's not helping your connection.
I know. I need to. Yeah, let's see. Can I get a better connection?
Adjust your rabbit ears.
All
No,
right,
it's. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
the canonization of Mother Teresa. Many religious folk today believe that the Catholic nun and missionary Mother Teresa was canonized by Pope John Paul II back in 1990s while she was still alive. However, she was canonized by Pope Francis in 2016.
That
Neil Arm. What?
I don't know. That one seems a little weird to me, but that's just because religious family stuff. I asked them, and they're like, I don't know. They're all like, it was weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
It's scary.
That's Catholic stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with that shit. Go on.
All right. Neil Armstrong's death. Apparently, he passed away in 2012, and nobody knows about it. It's kind of how it reads. He may have been the first man to walk on the moon, but a large number of people don't remember Neil Armstrong's death. It seems that many people seem to have forgotten that the moon man passed away in 2012, while others probably let the news pass them by. All right. Gremlins movie was released in 1984 and has become a major cult classic, but even some of the most avid fans still swear that the name of the gremlin was Spike, but the actual name of the villainous creature was Stripe.
It's
Stripe.
was it Stripe?
Wow.
I remember it being Spike. I remember it being
Me
Spike,
too.
but
Me too. What the
I don't remember the movie. I saw it, but I don't remember it.
fucking
it's
Men
like
in
one of the
Black.
greatest Christmas movies.
Love the Gremlins.
Up there above Die Hard for sure.
Fuck you, it is
Not
not.
above Die Hard.
Fuck
Shut
you,
up,
it is
Joe.
Like right there.
You're gonna
I'm trying to
War
trigger
not.
Right there, like
I'm
right
trying to
underneath.
trigger John.
Fuck you, it is not. Die Hard's the best Christmas movie
trolling
ever.
him.
Oh, I don't know. Home Alone's the best Christmas movie.
Die Hard has
I'd have to agree with Joe
guns,
on that.
boobs, and people falling off of buildings.
So does Home Alone.
Yeah.
Boobs?
Yeah, remember he looked through the Playboy
Yeah.
and he was like, "Ugh," and he threw it.
First he goes, Buzz, your girlfriend, woof. And then
Yeah.
there's no clothes on any of
No,
these girls.
Yeah.
All right. The location of New Zealand. New Zealand is located right by Australia, but on which side? Many people would argue that New Zealand is located northeast from Australia, but in actuality, New Zealand is located southeast from Australia.
Right.
That's actually true. I thought it was northeast. I thought it was up by Papua New Guinea.
Well, it all depends. No, it's right off the. It's like right there. So it's southeast. Yeah.
Right.
It depends on the maps that you look at.
All right. All right. How is Looney Tunes spelled? It's not the loony part. It's
Music.
It's the tunes part. That's in question.
Tunes.
Merry Melodies.
They used to be wasn't it like music company or something before? Or
Yeah, Merry Melodies.
yeah. There you go.
So Looney Tunes is spelled Tunes. All right. Evil Queen's mirror. People think she says "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the famous of them all?" But the actual line is "Magic mirror on the wall," not mirror.
I think it was
mirror
because there was a parody after Snow White where somebody said "mirror, mirror," and it stuck because they thought it sounded better than "magic mirror on the wall." It was "mirror, mirror on the wall." That's what I think. I didn't care because I didn't care for Snow White. Chris,
Going back to Looney Tunes too, I think they got it confused with Tiny Toons. Because it's spelled Toons for Tiny Toons. Which is
and tune, yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Tune your internet up.
Back to us, Joe.
Joe just died on us on that Tiny Toons.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
When are you getting that Starlink there, bud?
You're gonna need it quick.
probably August.
The Tiananmen Square Tank Man. Many people who are alive in the late 80s remember Tiananmen Square protests in China in 1989. There was a specific incident of a man standing in front of an approaching tank and getting run over. However, the truth is this man did approach the tank and got dangerously close to it, but he was forcibly removed from the path of the tank, did not get run over. Billy Graham's death. Billy Graham died in 2018. Many people swear they read the headlines of his death decades ago, even though he died in 2018.
They wished he was dead decades ago.
Damn.
Okay.
A lot of quiet.
Hero, go!
Skechers, famous footwear brand. People believe it's Sketcher, but there's no T.
Yeah, that would make the product seem sketchy.
Yeah. Febreze only has one E in the breeze part.
Nope, there's two E's.
Yeah, there's two E's.
E-E-Z-E.
It's Breze.
I know, but in my head it's
There's two Z's. There's got to be.
And those are the 50.
Because then it would be Febreze. Febreze. It'd be Italian.
Right.
Febreze.
I have another one that came to mind since John's talking about Febreze. How do you spell Folgers?
Folgers.
Oh, you gotta lose the D.
I just spelled it. Folgers.
A lot of people want to add a D in
Folgers
there.
in your cup.
I want to add a D in between the G and the E.
I bet you do.
That's the guy with two dicks on his head.
They're horns. I was
They're
gonna
horns.
I was gonna do a penis, like a unicorn.
Like a big one.
Your first
All right,
3D
that's it
printed
for the more
dildo.
you know. And I believe that segues us into the main topic, which is conspiracy theories.
Ooh, do we want to? We're not going to dive too deep into this because unless you guys really want to talk about stuff into it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would do what.
Oh,
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to
Fuck.
add was like if they're going to do this whole like Mandela effect and they say that the time travel is possible and if somebody does go back in time, isn't the correct theory like how in the Avengers, it's not like in Back to the Future, to where it's like if you go back with your DeLorean and somebody dies and you have a picture, they don't get erased from the picture. You still have that picture because you can't physically alter that picture that has been taken.
Well,
So that's just my thing. It's like I agree more with like the Avengers and Marvel and what they're doing and how they're explaining time travel and timelines. Where it's a multiverse. So if somebody goes back and JFK doesn't get assassinated, that creates a multiverse to where things happen differently, but it doesn't impact ours because it's already happened. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep.
Before
into
we
it,
dig more into that, we forgot what the fuck's. My bad. I'm sorry.
we did. No,
It's okay, John. It's okay. It's tough being the host. You could always just let me take care of that there for you. But anyways, we're gonna run
Well,
right into.
You don't always show up on time, and somebody has to try and fill in the space.
Well, I was gonna take care of that, but you decided to drive the bus. So, right into a wall. Learn how to drive, bud. All right, so we're gonna go right into our what the fucks. John, do you have any what the fucks this week?
Fuck you, Chris.
And now it's time for our What the Fucks for the week.
Anybody else?
It was 117 yesterday. Riding my motorcycle in Eastern Washington.
Good God.
Fucking sad.
I have to ask, is that 117 or feels like 117?
I don't know.
I have a hard time believing
The guy
it
I
was 117.
riding with, it was 108. Verified 108. The guy I was riding with said, I don't know what he was using, said it was 117 while we were driving.
Well, yeah, and all your leathers and your chaps and whatnot.
Yeah, I didn't have
117.
pants on, so my butt was nice and cool. Not really, just kidding.
Some assless chaps. Okay,
Assless chaps. Okay. It was hot as balls. And my what the fuck is all these little towns in Eastern Washington that consistently reach 100 degrees, and none of them have air conditioning. So like with this town we went to, Republic, they shut down their entire town basically at like 7:00. So none of the restaurants were open. The grocery store was open, but the restaurants were closed because they didn't have AC and it was too hot in the kitchen. Like, what the fuck? It consistently reaches 100 degrees in the summer. Why don't you have air conditioning in your buildings? I don't get it. What the fuck?
Sounds like a great business opportunity.
Yeah, but I'm not moving to Republic.
Don't do it.
Go be a traveling salesman with air conditioners over to Republic.
I'm not a salesperson either. I can't do it.
Pitch it to Nigel and take some of the profit. He'll fucking
But
do
then
it.
it'll never happen.
That's also true. But when it happens in 20 years, you'll get a cut.
No, I won't, because it'll have been his idea the whole time. I'll bring it up and be like, oh yeah, I was thinking about that already. I might go do that.
I bet you with this heat wave there'll be an uptick in AC sales.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't
Lots
find a
of
portable
stock.
AC unit right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you knew it was coming. You should have done it beforehand. John.
Every single year, they're like, man, we need to get another AC unit, and then we don't.
And this
And I even
happens.
said it again this year, and hopefully we do. I don't know.
What the
I think that's it.
Okay. Any other what the fucks this week, guys?
Oh, me. I got one.
Okay.
Scrolling through my timeline on Facebook, I see this comment on the Suns fan page saying, "Come on, way to go, Arizona!" In reference to the Suns, Cardinals need to feed off this energy. What the fuck? Let the Suns have their moment, man.
No, dude, I'm a Cardinals fan no matter what.
Let the Suns have their moment. It's not even football season. Stop.
I don't care. I'm getting the Red Sea ready. I don't care. That's just what I do.
Ugh.
that
Made
time
me
of month.
feel sick.
Feed off of Arizona's energy. It's a special time right now for Arizona sports. So don't be
Why the
sick. Just
Coyotes didn't
enjoy
do
it.
shit? Diamondbacks aren't doing anything.
Well, I mean, right now the Suns and the Cardinals might have something special going. So
Well, the Suns have something special as of right now.
right now, yeah, we'll see what happens. They have the finals to go through. They still have to show that special because we've been there before. And 28
Might be a
years ago.
repeat of '93.
28 years ago, we were there. This could happen. It could be another Paxton for 3 moment. We'll see. But I'm an avid Arizona sports fan, so I have every fucking right to say that. So fuck you, Miguel.
Ugh, but I don't want to see it.
So then fucking just don't look at it.
I can't. I was scrolling. It's not like I went and stalked your page. It was like Chris Gilbert commented this, and I'm like,
Whenever you see
feel
any, when you
I
see,
feel dirty and gross.
whenever you see Arizona sports, don't fucking look at it because I'm gonna say good job, guys, and let Arizona feed off of that. That's what I do. Come on now.
That's all I got. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know you are.
Fuck the Cardinals.
Go ahead. Get mad. That's fine. So, any other what the fucks this week? No?
No, Joe.
Nope.
I got one.
I guess this, oh.
What, Miguel?
Go ahead, Miguel.
I was just gonna say, I guess this is kind of a what the fuck. So I've been playing through Last of Us Part 2, and I had no idea that the second half of the story is someone else's perspective. You're not playing as Ellie anymore. And I found it really interesting, and I was surprised. So it's not a bad what the fuck, but it's very interesting because you're getting the other perspective. So you're in this game, whereas in Last of Us Part 1, you were just Joel majority of the time, and you just see his perspective. And in this game, you play as Ellie, and then it's the script, and you're playing as another character on the other side, and it's like making you sympathize with this character, and they're not just a villain, and it's like, well, who's the bad guy? And I know it's a question that comes up in movies all the time. It's like, well, what about the other perspective? Kind of like Black Panther-esque type thing. It's like, well, he has some good points, but he's the villain through Wakanda's eyes. But it's just, I thought it was an interesting take to have the perspective of the other side within that game. And I also realized, what the fuck, that's a long fucking game. I looked up how long it takes to beat that game, and it's 25 hours.
Well,
Average.
yeah, it was interesting. I was when I did the Lego Darth Vader portrait, they were interviewing a lot of the people from Star Wars, and they said the best way for a writer to create a villain is to write the perfect good person, like morals, everything else, and make them the villain. That is essentially the most successful way to write a good villain. If you look at all of the greatest villains, they have the greatest stories, better than the good guy. So that's what he was saying, that in his writing, he was write and design a character and make originally the good guy, with the story and the morals, but then he would then switch it and make that one the villain, which would
From
make
the other perspective.
from the other perspective, and which would make the villain even that much more better, because there's more depth.
Because they were relatable at one point, but now you see, yeah. I mean, it goes with history too. Everything's always about perspective.
Yep. So cool, Chris.
All right,
Let's
Chris.
get to your what the fuck.
All right. Well, let's see. This weekend, I had a family member pretty much bounce out on us. So I had my wife's brother and family show up from Georgia, come into town to hang out with us. And, my wife's all excited and she's getting all the plans ready, getting all the food ready. And, we bought a bunch of shit to hang out with her brother and stuff. And, well, the other day he decided to leave the kids with grandma and take off with his wife to Las Vegas for a few days without really telling anybody. And so my wife's plans and everything were fucked. So she's extremely upset. So what the fuck, dude? I know he doesn't listen to this shit, but what the fuck, man? That's kind of fucked up. And then on the meantime, he actually hit a big one too over there, and he won about 5K. So on top of that, what the fuck? Karma's not working for us either at this point, but it's a little messed up. It kind of fucked with our whole recording thing. That's why I was going, yeah, I could record today, or no, I can't. It was all that shit going on. So I ended up watching their kids for like a day, 2 days. So, but I mean, the kids aren't bad at all. You got 2 teenagers and an 11-year-old. They're all self-sufficient. So they just really kept my 2-year-old and 3-year-old busy. So.
So you said that the kids got left with grandma and grandpa, right?
Yeah. And then we decided to take them to our house and hang out over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did Anna and Harvey get notified?
No.
Or was it nobody knew? They just disappeared.
They didn't.
And it's like, where are you?
They didn't
we're in Vegas.
It wasn't disappeared. It was more of, hey, we're going to Vegas, and then they bounced. It was more of a quick notice bounce. So, yeah, it's kind of messed up, but I just told my wife, I'm like, hey, let's just take the kids, take them to Arizona, keep them busy. I'm sure they don't want to be watching TV for the next 2 days by themselves, all bored and shit. So took them with us. We had some fun. So,
hey boys, let's all dip out to Vegas.
Right?
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
I don't know. It was
go to the pop shop in Vegas.
Yeah, it was a little fucked up that happened. So that was my what the fuck. And then of course, what the fuck? I know Miguel's gonna hate this, but what the fuck? The Suns are in the finals. That's crazy. It's 28 years. That's amazing. So there you go.
No, I don't care about that. It was the whole Cardinals energy thing for me.
I know. Joe,
I have another one, and so does Joe. Joe, go first.
I'm saying, we could always go up and visit John because it's as hot as Vegas up there. So
It cooled down. It's like 70 now.
Mm-hmm. But, I'd rather go visit John than go to Vegas.
I mean, he's meeting us in Vegas.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not. I'd rather go to the Funko store in Everett than go to Vegas.
Yeah.
The only reason I'd go to Vegas is to take a shit right in front of the Raiders stadium.
there it is.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Well, I mean, maybe someday there's going to be some sort of video game thing that'll happen there, and we can.
Well, there's CES. There's the AVN. There's
We're going to the AVN. Yes.
Yeah.
John ain't going to that.
No. Adult
No.
convention.
No.
Come on.
No.
Jeez.
No.
We'll get you some.
Well, you can go to CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show, and get all the cool freebies, and we'll be at the port.
We'll be at the across the street. I'll get you a pack of playing cards. You'll love them.
Yeah. So I'm probably never going to Vegas.
Way to ruin it, you assholes.
Just
Sorry.
saying.
What?
I drove through Vegas once, and I was not interested.
It's a fun place if you're with friends. Yeah.
Anyway,
Maybe.
I did have another what the fuck. My internet's probably going to spike because my Ring camera's going crazy. My what the fuck is not. I want to say congratulations to the Suns, the team, organization, great. But my what the fuck is for the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you been?
Fuck you, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Like out of the fucking woodwork.
Hold on.
Like bandwagon.
Wait until now.
Yeah.
We just made it to the finals. You're going to see a shit ton of orange now. You're going to see people that were
Right,
going for
I
the
just-
Bulls saying, I love the Suns.
Yeah, I
That's how it is.
got into a Facebook conversation with somebody, a friend of a friend, and I said, yeah, it's funny. They come out of the woodwork, and he's like, oh, what do you know? You don't live in Arizona. And my friend said, yeah, he lives in Arizona. And I said, man, he's like, oh, well, if you're from California, Arizonans don't listen to you. I said, man, I've been here for 14 years. And I said, the only Phoenix Sun shit that I've seen in northern Arizona is what the homeless drunks are wearing. Like, I don't even see people wearing Suns jerseys. There's no license plates. There's no stickers. There's no flags. There's nothing. And now all of a sudden it's just like Suns. It's like
I actually forgot that the Suns had orange in their jerseys.
yeah. Well, they switched because they used to be the white, purple, and orange, and then they switched and they added the black, and it's now like they have the valley and they have the sun on it, but whatever. But it's just what the fuck to the fans. It's like when they're winning, all of a sudden you're fans, but when they're losing, it's like they want to fucking Thanos snap them out of existence. Like we don't have a basketball team.
I mean, I know a couple of ride or die people, but
right,
like
you know the one or two, but I'm saying a majority as whole. I'm not speaking for everybody, but there are majority that are bandwagoners. They're just fair weather fans, and it's like, stop. If you're gonna be, you got to be ride or die. If you're gonna be a fan, that's it. Chris,
I mean, there could be some that are like me too. Like I'm ride or die Cardinals all day, every day with my attire and all that shit. We all know this, but I am all Arizona, regardless of the sport that I sport on my body. But I love the Suns. I love the Diamondbacks. I love every Arizona sport, but that's just because that's where I come from. So there might be fans out there like me that only sport certain, a certain team, but they also like those other teams. But you never know. They're out there. I mean,
you got people in Arizona that like the Cowboys.
You got it. Yeah, you got to know who they are. But it's like
and the Raiders.
But I do agree. I see a lot of the bandwagon, especially like if the Cardinals blow up this year, I guarantee you I'm going to see a lot of fuckheads that talk shit about the Cardinals that are going to be repping their jerseys. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking like random people that talk shit, and then all of a sudden they're wearing Cardinals stuff.
Gonna blow up. They're going to suck.
I'm just waiting to see.
Okay. We'll see.
If we're going to the game in August, it's a preseason game. I want to see how many people that we're going to hear at the game. Oh, fuck, we're going to be rebuilding again. Oh, fuck,
all the salty fans already, yeah. It hasn't even started and they're mad? Yeah.
Right. It's inevitable, but whatever.
They're out there, man. They're out there, and they bug me too. That's why I'm always on the keyboard. They piss me off. I'm trying to hold back, dude. I'm trying to hold back.
Going back to talking about those ride or die people, I want to give a couple shout outs to my buddy Alec. He's always had Sun stuff and repped. Chris, I'm not including you because I've never seen you wear anything.
That's fine. Totally fine. I get it.
Chris, Gracie for sure.
Oh,
Tedward, Ted.
Yeah.
That's all that really comes to mind off the top of my head. So,
and Ty.
Shout out to those three. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't really know Ty, but I know who he is.
Yeah,
but,
he does.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course, it's Ted's son.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can name those three. There you go. The three Suns fans that I know.
I like the 1993 Suns.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know. I'm not liking any other Suns. The 1993 Suns were the Suns teams for me. But then after that, it was just,
Look, I mean, I was a huge Nash fan, Stoudemire. I love that team that they had back in the day with Nash and Stoudemire and stuff. And I watched them every day religiously. I just never had a piece of clothing of the Suns. I don't know. Didn't really.
I had a pair of Barkley shoes a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the Suns because they were the enemy of my enemy. So.
The Lakers?
Well, I grew up in LA.
Yeah.
The Clippers didn't exist. It was just the Lakers.
Right.
When I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was, Lakers, and then if you liked the Bulls, you were a bastard. So that's how it was growing up in LA.
Yeah.
Fuck the Bulls.
Bring back the Supersonics.
That would be nice.
Supersonics are cool.
And get like Sean Kemp and Gary Payton to be coaches. That'd be awesome.
Sean
cool.
Kemp.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool if we could get it in time to get what's his name? Back. We drafted him. He played for us 1 year before they moved. Kevin Durant. Yeah.
That was like the only Suns game I saw was against the Supersonics. It's the only Suns game I've actually been to in person. So way back then.
A long time then.
Yeah, it has. So
they haven't existed in a long time.
Yeah, I was young, man. It was crazy.
I think I was 19 or 18 when they left.
Yeah. I think I went when I was like 12 or 13 when I went to the game. It was crazy.
I don't even know the answer to that. I still have coworkers who wear Sonics jerseys to work because they're
Good for them.
Sonics
That's
fans.
awesome. Yeah.
Fuck Oklahoma though. They don't root for Oklahoma. There's one of them they still rooted for Oklahoma City
The Thunder.
when the Sonics moved there. They still rooted for them, but then like the guy next to him was also a diehard Sonics fan. He's like, no, fuck OKC.
Yeah.
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 So I'm like, it's not their fault. You can blame the Starbucks CEO for that. He's the bastard who sold them.
You guys got
Anyway.
any other what the fucks this week? No?
It was so hot here. It was 105 on Monday. It was so hot here that my Xbox wouldn't stay on. It was overheating.
We were trying to play Warzone and relive the glory of the previous day or 2 days before. And yeah.
My Xbox was overheating. I had a fan
sucks.
on it. It wouldn't stay on. It was so hot.
That's
Because I don't have air conditioning in my garage. It was 103 outside.
Ugh.
And my garage is not insulated very well. This room is insulated, which also means once it gets hot in here, it stays fucking hot in here.
Oh yeah, sure.
So, yeah.
Cooks.
There's no air circulation.
Damn.
It was toasty.
Marinate in your own
Balls wet.
farts all day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once the Xbox stopped working, I went in the house where the air conditioning is. And then yesterday, while we were riding from Omak, which is where it was 117, I bought a bag of ice at Walmart and stuffed it in my shirt, tucked my shirt in my pants, so the bag was trapped right here on my chest. And that was fantastic. That was the best decision I made yesterday. It was so good. But by the time we got to where we were going, I had water stains all the way down my pants, front and back. It looked like I peed myself.
Was
I was
this
okay
like a
with it.
full 10-pound bag of ice?
Yeah, 10-pound bag of ice. And it was from where I got the bag of ice, it was another, I want to say, 1.5 to 2 hour ride from there to where we were going. It was so worth it. My nuts were frozen, but apparently, if your whole body is overheating and you put ice on your nuts, the rest of your body doesn't feel that warm.
You're shocking your system, dude.
Yeah. It's basically your regulators down there, and if it's
Ice
cold,
to balls,
the rest
dude.
of you's okay. So found that out yesterday.
So if you're
Totally worth
freezing
it.
to death, do you put some hot coals on your balls?
That's what I was gonna say. So next time it snows here, I'm gonna walk outside. I'm gonna get a nice cup of hot chocolate, and I'm gonna dip my nuts in it.
And then you're gonna hand it to Chris.
And then I'm gonna be like, this nice and warm outside.
Well, no, first of all, you'd be like, oh, that tastes good. And then you'd be like, it's nice and warm outside.
No, there we go.
You know what I'm talking
dip
about, right?
Dip, and then. Oh, yeah, because you can taste stuff with your nuts. Supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this soy sauce thing where people like put soy sauce in a dish and dip their nuts in it, and they swear that you can taste the soy sauce. I'm not doing it.
I'm trying it on the
not
show
doing
right
It
now.
sounds like a trap that like burns your nuts out or something.
No,
If they said hot sauce, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Put the bomb. You can taste the bomb on your nuts.
None for me, Drake.
You'll be dragging your ass across the floor like a dog.
Hopefully it doesn't touch the butthole. God damn.
Hospital! Hospital!
Well, that'd be a fun ER.
Weather needs to go back to normal here.
Yeah.
It's nice here. Yeah.
It's gotten better.
Good.
It's good. It's
Did you go buy your Arctic Air for your room yet, John?
No,
Probably go buy one of those.
I should probably do that.
You should probably go to Target and buy an Arctic Air and look for my Eddie Brock Blacklight Funko Pop.
while you're there.
If I go to Target, I'll look. We'll see. I'm not working tomorrow, so
Well,
Lucky.
maybe the Alice Pops will drop tomorrow.
no, maybe.
I mean, I'm
My Target will probably fuck it
working
up, but,
tomorrow. But yeah,
Yeah, me too.
we're working.
So, anyway, that's it.
Sweet. All right. Well, do we want to jump into conspiracies or just not even do that at
No.
all? There's not. I mean, there's not much to talk about. I kind of want to know. Like, we all don't believe in that bullshit, anyways, right? That's really all I wanted to know. Anybody
I
actually?
mean, it
believe in
depends on what you're talking about. If you're
What's
talking
the
about
bullshit?
flat Earth, they're a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But there's some shit that,
I-
I'm not gonna.
I think the one thing that I believe in is the aliens. I do believe in that shit. So.
I mean, the government already said that they're real, so.
Yeah, but do we believe everything the government says? I don't know. But anyways.
No, I think the only conspiracy that I want to say that I believe in is that the government did 9/11.
It's an inside job. Okay.
Yep.
Hashtag we just got canceled.
So that's what I believe.
Okay. John, do you believe anything out of the ordinary?
I mean, that depends on what you believe is out of the ordinary.
Well, I mean, like...
I don't know. Conspiracy theory stuff. Flat Earth is stupid.
Chemtrails?
You can literally see the curvature of the Earth from an airplane. Get on a plane, you dumb fucking hicks.
I like that. Good call.
Yeah.
I would say the same. We're getting canceled already, Miguel.
Aliens, it's possible. I don't know. It's possible.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like if we say there's no aliens, then we're thinking of, we've got a big fucking ego to think we're the only species, creatures that exist in the fucking universe.
Agreed.
An endless expanse of space beyond our small, tiny fucking rock. To think we're the only things that live is just moronic. So
Agreed.
It's possible. It's probable. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there is. I'm not saying there isn't. I don't know. But I could be. I don't know. Other than that, conspiracy theories. I want Loch Ness to be real. I want Bigfoot to be real.
Me too.
Bigfoot lives in Washington somewhere. I'm sure of it.
We're gonna find him.
There have been sightings here too in northern Arizona.
No, he's in Washington.
He's here.
Whatever, dude.
Maybe he migrates. He's a what do they call it? They go down there during the winter.
There's family.
Whoa. He goes down there during the winter, eh?
Hey, he's better than Batman.
Fucking DC.
Snowbird.
He doesn't do that.
He's a snowbird. He moves down to Arizona when it's wintertime up here.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I mean, right out the top of my head, I can't really think of any other conspiracy theories.
Solid. Anything else? And then we'll just jump right into rando shit after this.
Top of my head, no. I would need specifics to discuss. So, no, I'm good.
Nothing off the top of your head? Okay. Joe already said, so we're good. All right, then we'll run right into rando shit. You guys got any rando shit this week? Yeah? Joe?
Yeah. First off, I wanted to take time to talk about stackup.org. Since we're in the gaming community, stackup.org takes care and they send care packages to veterans that are suffering from PTSD, but they send them gaming packages. So they help veterans with PTSD by using video games as a therapy. And it's been scientifically proven. You can check out stackup.org. There's a donate page if you want to donate, but it helps out our vets that have come home and are suffering from PTSD, and they use games. They use gaming. So I think it's a real good cause, something to stand behind. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Also, rando shit, Bad Batch. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the most recent episodes of Bad Batch.
So it's been a week.
But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. They've confirmed that Omega is basically Boba Fett's daughter. Or sister, sorry.
Yeah.
Jango's daughter. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, I got a little confused there. But yeah, so she's the Omega and Boba was the Alpha of Jango. So I'm hoping this implicates a lot in the Book of Boba series, that he's either trying to find her or she's still alive, and it just adds.
So you think he knows about her?
I believe so, yes, because of Finnick. Because Finnick knew about her and hunted after her because she was hired by the Caminos, and then at the end of at the end of Mando, Finnick was with Boba.
Thank you for that clarity, because I knew that she looked familiar, but I couldn't remember who she was.
Yes,
yeah.
So she's the
Asian sniper from Mandalorian.
What's her name? Shit. Anyway, she's the only woman that's been in. Yeah, she's the only woman that's been in Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars.
She's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes. Also, Here's a little tidbit thing. I want to thank my son, Tommy, because he was recapping. He watched the Ghost Rider season in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And he helped me like kind of decipher something. In the end of WandaVision, okay, she's holding a book. One could assume that that is the Darkhold, which is a book that reads your mind and tells you what you want to find. Kind of like how Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack Sparrow, his compass. You know, when you hold it, it tells you what you want. So at the end of that, she's holding what I'm assuming is the Darkhold, and she's trying to bring her kids back because they disappeared, because they weren't like real, I guess. But they are, because at the end they scream, "Mom!" So she realizes that. Anyway, at the end of the Ghost Rider season in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he takes the Darkhold into like a portal, into like the Nether portal, into a different time or different area, kind of like where all of the Celestials are and whatnot. So he takes that. So if she has the Darkhold, and they're implicating Doctor Strange into WandaVision with that mysterious, floating thing or whatever at the end credits, I'm hoping that we'll see an introduction of Ghost Rider in the Doctor Strange movie. So WandaVision, Doctor Strange, rumor that she ends up as like good guy with Doctor Strange, but then she turns bad and she becomes the villain in the movie. And then I'm hoping that we see Ghost Rider at the end of it, and it'll just make everybody happy. So
I hope they do the same actor as Ghost Rider.
Yes. I think he's well deserved. I think he needs to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need Nick Cage in the MCU. Sorry.
What?
Miguel.
Do I need to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I would definitely say yes. Now that we've seen all the movies and we've seen everything through Endgame, I would recommend watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because Coulson's not dead.
Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 100% canon?
I believe so, yes. Because they reference the movies. And it is a Disney Marvel show. It was on ABC. It's on Hulu and Netflix. But
I need to, Joe, have you seen all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Not all of it. I've seen 5 seasons. And there's still a couple more.
Hey, Miguel, plug your ears. Earmuffs. Have you seen the part where they wake up in space?
Yeah, and it's the Guardians. It's supposed to be like around the Guardians of the Galaxy, or with
they're like prisoners on some work ship in space.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should keep watching it after that point.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. Okay. You're good, Miguel.
Hey. Well, we'll see if I even watch it.
You should. I liked the first few seasons of it. I don't remember what point I stopped watching it, but I did enjoy the first few seasons that I watched.
30-minute episodes, hour-long episodes.
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
30.
Okay. I just finished The Good Place, so I am looking for something to take up that slot. To continue off what Joe was saying, there is that scene with Doctor Strange that was put into the end of WandaVision, and I mean, from what I can see and from what I've seen on the internet, it's a clear editing mistake that was remnant from some other editing they did. There's not something coming down the hill, it's just the editing thing.
Yeah, somebody messed up.
If for those that don't know, they altered the end credit scene for WandaVision, and everyone's like, oh, they're changing the timelines and this is evidence and they're changing what happened at the end, and they just did some editing stuff. That's all they did. And there's just some remnant stuff from them like blocking out a light in a different portion of that end credit scene that it traces down the mountain and looks like something's coming down, and everyone's like, oh, it's Doctor Strange coming down. No, it's just fucking editing issues.
Okay.
Cool. Any other rando shit?
tried out Dark Alliance. Looks beautiful. Plays a little bit. I agree, it's a little stiff, but it looks great. Game Pass. It's free. It's like a RPG,
Action RPG.
action RPG, hack and slash type game. So it's kind of cool. Mario Golf. I'm loving it. Liked it.
Solid game.
Solid game. Kudos to Nintendo for doing it. I mean, it's about time that they got a first party title that's actually worth playing other than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
Chris.
I mean, I love the way it looks and everything too, but the game modes are pretty badass. I mean, the battle mode's a lot of fun, and the speed golf is a lot of fun. I didn't think it would be as fun as it is. So, I mean, it's fairly addicting. Like, I kind of want to go back and play those modes from time to time, and like jump into a network play and play against other players and stuff. It's pretty fun. So, good shit, Miguel.
I started watching, I'm rewatching. I started rewatching Teen Titans versus Justice League versus Teen Titans. Joe, have you seen it? Animated show. I thought it was a great one. I just realized I really want some sort of live action Batman thing with Damian Wayne. We always see all the other Robins, and I know he's a newer character, but I'm excited to see some kind of live action with Damian Wayne as a character, because he's such a little shithead, but he's such a little badass, and I think it'd be interesting.
Don't mean to spoil it, but I was just reading an article published in June. This is by Screen Rant, but I think they're saying that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not MCU canon.
Okay.
That's what I thought. I thought it was...
Then I don't need to watch the rest of it.
No, but I like what they have done with the stories that they're telling. And it's funny because they run alongside the movies, because they talk about Ultron and they talk about, the Kree, and then they talk about all this other stuff. And I know it's Marvel Universe, but it's oddly similar to the MCU. And it's just kind of like, why can't they just add it in? But they're saying that it might be like a time multiverse. Yeah, like an alternate. Anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's why Coulson's alive.
That's why what?
Coulson's alive.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Ghost Rider stuff is really good.
Yes. So if you're going to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., watch, I think, season 4 and 5, I think it is.
I don't remember.
But it's the Ghost Rider season. Watch the beginning of it. There's a large chunk in the middle where it's kind of like boring and dry, and then watch the end of it. Just the episodes that Ghost Rider's in, it's great. So,
I just spent 2 days riding my motorcycle across Washington State. If you're a motorcycle rider and you're listening to the podcast and you want to do a little adventure, I recommend Highway 20 in Washington from Rockport? Fuck, I don't know. Go from Arlington up 530 to Highway 20 and go over Washington Pass by Lake Diablo. The lake is absolutely beautiful. And then I actually discovered a new route today. Highway 21 from Republic down to Wilbur is one of the coolest roads I've ridden in Washington. So if you're a motorcycle rider and you want to check out some cool rides, those are 2 cool highways to check out.
Sweet. You guys got any other random shit this week?
No.
they are completed, or they're almost, what is it? They've completed writing the live action Thrawn series.
Ooh.
So those of you that don't know, Admiral Thrawn is, I'm reading the books right now, but he's one of the greatest war masterminds in Star Wars during the Empire. Miguel.
I can't remember if I brought this up previously. I may have. Is it just me, or does Crosshairs sound like fucking Thrawn?
He does. They might be using the same voice actor, but yeah, there's a slew of articles about who they want to play Thrawn. They're trying to get the actual voice actor, because he kind of has the same bone structure, which could be pulled off. But there's a slew of actors. I cannot wait, and I'm hoping that this adds to the new Star Wars vision and the direction that they're going in. minus the fucking sequel trilogy. We're not. That's an alternate timeline. Maybe at the end of that, Loki comes through the portal and he stabs Ray in the back and he goes back through and it's over. Anyway.
That would be too complex to bring Marvel into the Star Wars universe.
Oh, yeah? What about Jurassic Park and the Fast and Furious? They're talking about doing that.
Yeah, I heard
You
about
ever
that.
read
shit.
Know about that?
I heard about that. Shit. Oh God.
Universal wants to do a crossover with Fast and the Furious and Jurassic Park. Jurassic World, sorry.
Yep.
I don't know. I think that's too much.
But I saw a TikTok talking about it, and they said if you're gonna do it, go for gold.
Yeah.
Take the fucking DeLorean in this movie and include Back to the Future with this crossover and go back in time and yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool.
Sure, do it. Fast and the Furious is kind of corny anyway. So fuck, who cares? Jurassic Park, it's a cool series. It has nowhere near the pedigree of Star Wars. So
No, but I'm just saying,
do it. I don't give a fuck. They could both die. Don't fuck up Star Wars.
Well, they
any
already
more
did.
than you did with that sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Don't do it anymore.
No.
Stop fucking up Star Wars.
Stop it.
I don't give a fuck about Fast and the Furious. Jurassic Park is okay as long as Chris Pratt's in it because he's funny. But
well, I guess the next one it's going to have the original cast plus
Jeff
Chris Pratt.
Goldblum and
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Sam
cool.
Neill and Laura Dern. Yeah. So all three of them are going to be in it, and then Chris Pratt and I think what's her name, Bryce Howard. She's going to be in it too.
So what about the kids? Are the kids going to
fuck the kids? I don't know. Whatever. They got eaten by raptors. I don't care.
They didn't.
As long as the guy that screamed in the last Jurassic Extinction one through the whole movie, I don't want him in it. The computer nerd.
Yeah.
I don't want him. He was the comedic. Yeah. I don't want him in it.
On a side note, now that we know how John feels about Fast and Furious, does anyone want to go to the theater and watch Fast and Furious?
No.
Fine. Fuck you guys. I have another. Do you guys have something else on that other topic? Rick and Morty season 5. Fucking fantastic. Joe, you watch it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, there's 2 episodes out right now. I think they're fucking great episodes, especially episode 1. I thoroughly enjoyed the 2 episodes that are out right now.
I gotta watch when everybody's in bed. So
I got something.
Chris.
So Jackie's going to be mad at me because I just got into auctions and buying signed memorabilia, and I ended up hooking up Joey over there for his birthday, and I got him a signed jersey from the Cheetah, and it is COA. He has his own Beckett serial number with it, so it's legit. It's witnessed.
I haven't even taken it out of the bag yet.
So, and then I got myself a Buda Baker. I just won a Buda Baker signed jersey. It's all legit.
Pristine auctions. It's legit, and it's not just sports memorabilia.
It's got everything.
I found Pops. I found Star Wars autographed shit, and I'm actually watching one that's a signed by Ian McDermott and David Prowse, who's the Emperor Palpatine, and the actor that played Darth Vader.
It's amazing.
And both signed. It's a certified. Everything's certified on the site, and it's right now it's only $16, but it's got 5 days left. So I'm imagining like the last half hour it's going to go.
What's the website?
Pristine auction.
Yep, I've seen it come up on my feed, and I have successfully ignored it.
Yeah, they have Funko Pops. They have signed Funko Pops.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've got a Kyler Murray one on bid right now.
Yeah,
that's signed.
And they don't charge you for bids.
No.
It's not like that other, scam site. So it's like eBay, but it's for all signed shit, like legit memorabilia.
You lose, you just bid again on something else.
So I'm pretty sure John might be able to find your Charles Woodson Michigan jersey.
I'm looking right now.
Yep.
On it.
But yeah, thanks, Chris, for that.
Yeah.
No Charles Woodson
that's-
jerseys.
Keep looking though, because they keep like it's different every day, every week, and it might pop up. So we just keep.
And then they have like this 10-minute thing. If you click down on the menu, they have like 3 bids every 10 minutes, and it's for random shit. But it's every 10 minutes, and they're not like they don't last for 5 days. It's like maybe an
Flash auction.
flash auction, exactly.
Yeah, they have
That's
a
what I was-
weekly, they have a daily, and they have the 10-minute thing. So
Yeah. So you could, if you're watching the site all the time, you could get in. And maybe there's something that you want. So, but they have like cards, pictures, movie stuff. Yeah. So I'm definitely like geeking out on all the Star Wars stuff.
yeah,
Chris?
what I like about it too is the auction house warehouse is located in Phoenix, so everything ships super fast to us at least. So, so I mean, we can, yeah, you'll find something, John. Just maybe not right away. There's also some other auction sites I haven't tried them out that are similar to Pristine Auctions that you can look at too. That are very similar. There's a couple competitors out there that I've seen. So, but it's a lot of fun if you're into memorabilia and collecting shit. So, but that's pretty much my rando that I got. And then I don't know if Joe, if you want to talk about our new look too.
Oh yes. I want to thank my wife Ceci because she had a little bit of dabble time at work, and she came up with all these prototypes for the Console Drones and the Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast. So she designed this logo, and if you go to consoledrones.com, or if you were here before the show, you saw the logo that said podcast. What did it say?
Starting soon.
Starting soon.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so that's her design. The only thing I changed was the crosshair in the middle, and also the crosshair, or not, excuse me, I keep calling it crosshair because that was the original idea.
Mhm.
But the D-pad was an idea that Miguel helped design. So it's kind of like we had input from few sources. It wasn't just one person. So thanks to everybody for the input and getting that designed.
The
And
bearded one.
I know maybe what we'll do is we'll keep the bearded one,
Yes,
and
I say we
we'll
keep
just
it.
make a shirt just for the Joker drone, or
Why,
for us.
why don't we make shirts,
you
and
know.
then if any listeners want one, they just request it.
Yeah,
Make a
So-
fucking Franken logo where it's John's bearded portion, and then it can say "fuck you, Chris" in the middle, and just a little bit of everything that was
yeah,
in all
you
You
those.
could do like
flip-flop.
you could do like the 4 squares and have Miguel's be the one that says "fuck you, Chris," and then have mine be the bearded one. And I don't know what you would do for Joe and Miguel.
I'll just
I mean, flip flops is always a valid
Oh, there
option.
you go.
you could do flip flop for me. Yeah, and then we'll do a fruity drink for Chris's. I don't know, whatever.
There you go.
Truly.
Really?
Put a strawberry on there. I like strawberries.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a fun idea, but we have them, and we're designing them, and we will have merch soon. Now that we have the redesigned logo, and it's looks great and looks amazing. So this is definitely an idea that we're going to run with. And I've already updated the website too. So consoledrones.com already has the Console Drones header, and it's got the logo on it and the podcast logo as well. So
Yeah, you need to go update Twitter and whatnot.
yes,
I can fix that.
and iTunes, because I still noticed I logged in today, and the artwork for the episode. Well, maybe this new episode it will change. That's the old episode.
This is
That's
what
it is.
This is what that's what I'm gonna say. All the older episodes, you're gonna have our old artwork. From this episode on, you're gonna have our new artwork. That's how you'll see it. So in our album, you'll see the old artwork and then our new artwork as well.
Yep.
Also,
So-
we have our artwork in that other podcast that we didn't do. So
Yeah.
don't go check that out.
Yeah, the one that's stolen. That's why.
Chris knows what I'm
That's
Chris knows what I'm talking about.
yeah. That's why we changed it in the first place too. So because those jackasses tried to run with our shit, and it clearly
Exactly.
says console drones on it. So, but anyhow, fuck them.
Yeah, jackass.
Bastards.
So-
Fucking kids.
Good shit. You guys have anything else before we close this one out?
Nope. It's past John's bedtime, officially.
Oh,
I'm
officially
not working
past-
tomorrow, but I am still going to bed because I've had a very long day.
How are you gonna get my hopes and dreams up like that and then say, but nope, fuck you? Hey guys, I'm not working tomorrow. Oh, we can play Warzone, but I'm going to bed. Fuck you, John.
Going to bed.
I took a nap, and I'm still tired, and I haven't seen my family in 2 days, so I'm gonna go talk to them and probably watch Loki. Yeah. So, but I'll be home all day tomorrow.
There's an end credit scene, John.
Okay.
Don't turn it off.
Yeah, don't turn it off.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah, don't turn it off.
this is going to wrap up a fantastic episode. Thanks for the cool tinfoil hat, Joe. This is going to be a fun one. This is Chris. I'm going to go play some video games. I'm out. Peace.
That is John. I'm going to bed. I'm out. Peace.
Miguel, I'm going to go eat dinner. Peace.
There's John.
Game on.
Game on.
This episode is brought to you by Ease. Ease face.
Show me your yeast face.
We got a yeast infection.
He tried so hard not to say it. He tried to hold it back. I could tell. Joe was like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Yeast infection.
This concludes another Cultural Drones Gamer Talk podcast. Season 3, biatch!
Now let's get out of here and destroy this whole universe.
I know you have to watch it.